Welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here with us today. If you're a focused learner looking to, just cut through all the noise of everyday life, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're taking some profoundly deep, ancient spiritual philosophy, specifically the timeless teachings of Lord Krishna from the Bhagavad Gita, and we're decoding it. We're turning it into a structured, highly actionable masterclass designed for modern life. We're going to break down some of the most powerful principles ever recorded into concepts you can actually grasp and use.
Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever felt just absolutely helpless in life? Life has this incredibly uncanny ability to push us right into a corner where we feel completely defeated. We all deal with the modern misery of it all, right? The betrayal, professional failures, broken relationships, just deep, heavy confusion. And we sit there thinking, why on earth is this happening to me? It's a totally universal human experience to feel like everything is just falling apart, like the universe is actively working against you.
But this actually brings us to Lord Krishna's ultimate, deeply comforting solution to all that despair. It's a simple phrase, but honestly it carries the weight of the universe. Whatever happens, happens for the best. Think about it. When a dream shatters, it's just making room for a new one. When a door slams shut, it usually means a much better path is waiting for you just around the corner. This single, powerful thought shifts our entire narrative away from confusion and victimhood and points us straight toward profound hope and purpose.
Section 1. Whatever happens is for good. A lesson in radical acceptance.
So this first pillar of awakening is all about radical acceptance. It's about training your mind to stop fighting reality and to start finding the hidden message in literally every difficult circumstance you face. The universe isn't out to punish you, it's preparing you. Think about a bird's nest. When that nest breaks, it feels like an absolute tragedy, right? But that broken nest is exactly what forces the bird to finally take flight and reach entirely new heights. Or think of coal. When it's crushed under immense, unbearable pressure, it transforms into a brilliant diamond. And the night? Well, it is always at its absolute darkest, right before the glorious sunrise. Losing a relationship or failing at a job isn't the end. It's just the necessary pressure, the broken nest, that makes room for something infinitely better.
Moving on to Section 2. Karma and resolution, the necessity of acceptance with action.
Now, acceptance is powerful, sure, but without action, it's just passive waiting. To understand how to actually act, think of your time as an hourglass. And this brilliantly illustrates the point. The sand that has already fallen to the bottom, that is your past. It's completely done. You can't change it, so mourning it is a total waste of your energy. The sand waiting at the top, that's your future. It hasn't even happened yet, so fearing it is pretty pointless. The present is just that tiny narrow path in the middle where the sand is actively falling. That narrow path is literally the only place where life actually happens. Yet despite us logically knowing this, the source material reveals a pretty staggering truth. 99% of people are completely paralyzed by overthinking. They're trapped in their own minds, constantly mourning the bottom of the hourglass or fearing the top, and completely missing out on that narrow path of the present.
Which brings us to this incredibly powerful allegory. I want you to imagine a confused donkey standing perfectly in the middle of two lush, green piles of grass. It looks to the left, then it looks to the right, totally unable to decide which pile is better. It stays stuck in this indecision, overthinking its options, until it literally starves to death right there, smack in the middle of two sources of nourishment. Let me ask you directly, are you just standing there overthinking, just watching the views go by, or are you actually taking a step and walking toward your destination? Because inaction will absolutely starve your potential.
Section 3. The true impact of company. How the people around you shape your destiny.
You can have all the acceptance and resolution in the world, but your environment is the ultimate key. Consider the destiny of a single drop of water. Its fate depends entirely on its environment. If it falls onto a sizzling hot pan, it evaporates and is destroyed instantly. If it falls onto a lotus flower, it shines beautifully like a pearl. If it's placed in a dying person's mouth as holy water, it brings ultimate salvation. But if that exact same drop falls into the mouth of a snake, it becomes deadly poison. Think about that. The substance is identical, but its company completely alters its fate. Good company elevates you, bad company destroys you.
Let's just pause for a second and really absorb the truth of this quote from the source. People are made to be loved, and things are meant to be used. The problem starts when we love things and use people. Wow. It is a really harsh reality of human behavior today. People change the very moment their needs are met or when a relationship just ceases to be useful to them. And this is exactly why we have to choose our company so wisely. We have to ensure we aren't confusing material wealth with genuine, authentic human connection.
Section 4. Attachment versus true love. So, this is easily one of the most misunderstood concepts in all of human relationships. We confuse the two all the time, and man, it brings us immense pain. Attachment, or mo, makes you feel like your entire happiness depends on someone else. It binds you. It relies incredibly heavily on conditions, like if you do this, then I'll be happy. It breeds deep insecurity and constantly seeks to control the other person. But on the flip side, true love liberates you. It is entirely selfless. It gives freedom and brings this profound inner peace. True love is simply about giving without expecting a single thing in return. Attachment says, you are mine. Love says, may you be happy wherever you are.
Section 5. Hidden Strength. Finding Power in Difficulties.
Look, we're all going to face inevitable pain and grief. That's just life. The real question is, how do we handle it? When a heavy storm hits, the weak branches of a tree will just snap right off and fall away. But what happens to the roots of a strong tree during that exact same storm? They are forced to grow deeper and deeper into the earth just to hold the tree up. Difficulties do not come into your life to destroy you. They just don't. They come to test you, to strip away those weak branches, and to push your roots deeper into your own inner strength.
But, resilience also requires wisdom, and here is some highly practical, strategic advice drawn straight from the source. Guard your secrets. Even a king as phenomenally powerful as Ravana fell. Why? Because his brother knew the ultimate secret of his vulnerability, the nectar pot hidden in his navel. Never reveal your absolute vulnerabilities, not even to your closest allies, because time is completely unpredictable. Today's close friend can very easily become tomorrow's fierce enemy. You've got to keep your true depths guarded.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 6, The Light Within, How to Awaken Your Power. This is where all these previous concepts finally merge to awaken the power you already possess. Let's define infinite potential based on Krishna's teachings. It is the realization that all the powers of the universe already exist right inside you. You are not limited by your perceived weaknesses. Actually, scratch that. You aren't limited by anything. The text reminds us that we so often act like beggars, just wandering around in the dark, desperately seeking light and validation from the outside world, completely ignoring the fact that a blazing sun is already burning right inside us. The source of all your strength is internal.
So, the crucial point is this. Your karma, your daily actions, is your true identity. You might share your exact name with thousands of other people in this world, but it is your daily actions, your integrity, and how you choose to respond to adversity that make you entirely unique. Performing your duty with dedication, without obsessing over the results, is the ultimate key to a peaceful and successful life.
I want to leave you with one final challenging thought. Are you going to spend the rest of your life complaining about the darkness, blaming others, and overthinking the past? Or are you finally ready to open your eyes, embrace acceptance, take action, and find that infinite light that is already burning within you? The choice is entirely yours. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I seriously challenge you to apply this ancient wisdom to your modern life, starting right now, today.